Jesse Jackson was the biggest sellout of all time to the American Indians. He is the first African American.
Jesse Jackson, the biggest sellout of all time. Fuck Jesse Jackson. He destroyed our people mentally, calling us African Americans. And still today, over 80% of the people still believe they're from Africa and still call themselves African Americans and still celebrate Black History Month. It's a coincidence that this African American died in supposedly the so-called Black History Month. 2 and 2 goes together, right? This is the biggest sellout of all time, Jesse Jackson. I'm Newbie One, the high-tech trendsetter.
Parasites are demons. I'm gonna prove it biblically. These are what parasites look like up close. Isaiah 58, is not this the fast that I have chosen, to loose the bands of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, and to let the oppressed go free, and that ye break every yoke? Fasting kills parasites, guys, and parasites make us sick. Really strange coincidence that the symptoms of having parasites go hand in hand with what demonic oppression looks like. In Matthew 17, the disciples were struggling to cast a demon out of a boy, and it says, "Howbeit this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting." In Luke 8, when Jesus cast demons out of the man, Jesus asked him, "What is thy name?" And he said, "Legion," because many devils were entered into him. Then the devils went out of the man and entered into a herd of swine. Pigs carry a lot of different kinds of parasites. I like to run things through Haven to check and make sure that they're biblically accurate. Haven says it's possible, especially when considering Matthew 8:28, where Jesus cast out demons from 2 men as suggesting a connection between spiritual entities and physical afflictions. In Luke, Jesus also gives us the authority to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. In the Old Testament, Leviticus and Deuteronomy says that pigs are unclean animals and that we shouldn't eat them. In the New Testament, Jesus makes all foods clean for us to eat. Acts 10, how God anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that were oppressed of the devil, for God was with him. Healing all who were oppressed of the devil. Think of that. They heal people physically and of demonic spirits at the same time. Matthew 10, it says, when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. And then think of the times when we're told that God loves the smell of burning fat. Fat is where parasites mostly exist. To me, this is crystal clear.
Come here. You probably not. You probably just have parasites. And I know it sounds wild, but stay with me. You know I'm gonna make it make sense. Some of y'all out here thinking y'all in heat 24/7. You might be to the point where you chasing people you don't even like for real. Chasing cheeks or eggplants or both. You know I ain't judging, do you? You chasing it like your life depending on it. What if I told you that's not lust? That's the invaders in your gut talking. Think of these parasites as like spiritual squatters. Living rent-free in your intestines, sending out signals like feed me, chaos, drama, sugar, stimulation. Guess what? Sexual energy is the easiest energy for them to feed off of. When you got parasites in the body, here's what you want to look out for. Random surges of sexual energy throughout your body with no connection at all. For instance, you could just be sitting there reading a gardening book. Out of nowhere, it get to throbbing. You like, what's going on? Because I wasn't even thinking about that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You get them cravings for sugar, junk food, drama. Like I said, chaos. You know them people that stay in some shit? They probably need to shit. If you experiencing brain fog, mood swings, anxiety, definitely this one. Low energy. The next time you think about entertaining somebody you know damn well ain't your person, just analyze your body and say, damn, is this really me or is it a parasite? I can assure you it ain't always you. Sometimes it's the organisms in you. Ass be pulling the strings like they really run the show because they do. They the reason why you rumbling in them cabinets at 3 a.m. Before y'all get all defensive, this is not gender specific because parasites don't care if you a he, she, them, they. Don't even matter. They just want to eat. They feed off of lust, impulsivity, fear, Once again, anxiety and overstimulation. For all these reasons I listed, this is exactly why I'm starting my parasite cleanse on Monday. Of course, I'm going to extend the offer to y'all. I always say, yeah, how you stay so high vibrational? How your skin always glowing? Because I listen to my body. For the most part. When my body tells me I need to cleanse, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Good thing I got the herbs right in my store for that. Usually I do a dry fast, but my main goal is to cut all the sugar. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna still eat fruits and vegetables. Of course, drink my water and fruit juice. Make sure y'all get them comments and let me know if you're gonna join me. Also get them comments and let me know if you knew this already, or if this is news to you. You freaked out? Just wait until you start feeling them moving all down there. I'm just saying, y'all know I'm gonna keep it real. I'm saying the shit you won't say. The next time you feel that urge, just make sure it's really you feeling it. You feel me knocking? Well, let me in. As always, peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
First time I did a parasite cleanse, I thought I was going insane. They were coming out of my eyes, my nose, and my pores. I saw these round, like, white thread-like things coming out of my hands and my pores and my skin. And I immediately checked myself into the emergency room. I thought I was going crazy. I said, absolutely not. The parasites are eating my body. But really, I was just detoxing.
Ago, I did an experiment to see if there was any truth to what's called Mycoplasma laboratorium, I guess, but it's better known as Morgellons. I went and got a microscope, the most powerful microscope commercially available to buy, and I got raw cranberry juice. You have to get raw cranberry juice, not ocean spray or nothing that's, processed, and you gargle it in your mouth for about 2 to 5 minutes. And basically what this does is it pulls the synthetic fibers, synthetic microfibers, or the nanotech out of your, I don't know if it pulls it through your skin membrane or if it just pulls it from your saliva glands. So I looked at the cranberry juice by itself to make sure there wasn't nothing in it, so I could know what was already in it. You can see like pieces of the cranberry skin or whatever. And so then I went and gargled it for about 2 to 5 minutes, and I spit it out and looked at it under a microscope. And clearly I'm not a doctor or a scientist, but there's something in there. And if you have rubbing alcohol, you can pour it on it, and the motherfucking shit starts twitching crazy. That's not even the strangest part. The strangest part to me is that the medical community doesn't even classify this as a real substance. They say that it's delusional. They call it parasitosis or something. Delusional parasitosis or some shit. Some people even push these fibers out of their skin. Like their skin, some people's skin actually reject these fibers. So there's a lot of theories about what this could be. Is connected to smart dust, which is synthetic nanobots found, and also synthetic parasites that are found. And basically the theory is that these are put into our environment, into our food and water sources, so that they kind of act as sort of a conduit for all of the frequencies that are transmitted in the air from these ELF towers and these Gwen towers. Every 1/4 of a mile you see these towers popping up, which aren't cell phone towers. And if you actually look at the specifications of these towers, they're way more powerful than what a cell phone tower should be.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters. The very minds of the people we are trying to save.
Fendi Worldwide don't like you.
I don't like nothing about y'all. I don't like the way y'all do.
You be one, 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 you be one.
I don't like the way y'all take the trend when we do it and make it fuck up all the dances. I don't like none of that. I don't like K-pop. I don't like the way y'all taking streetwear and wearing it. I don't like how y'all jocking our whole style from the 2000s and trying to revamp it like y'all owning something new. Don't like it. I don't like y'all rapping. I don't like y'all singing R&B. I don't even like y'all doing country. I don't like Taylor Swift. I don't like the way y'all start fucking up the Thanksgiving food once we start posting it. I don't like none of that. I don't like y'all getting invited to the cookout. I don't even like the cookout. Y'all might be able to smell it from around the block. I don't like how y'all did Little Richard. I don't like how y'all act like emo is something y'all invented. I don't like nothing y'all do. Nothing. Somebody gotta hate all y'all. Somebody gotta do it. Why not I? Fuck it, I'll be the one. I'll be the bad guy. Sorry. I hate all y'all. I don't like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, or any politician that kissed that wall. I don't like Charlie Sheen, James Dean, or maybe it's Maybelline. I don't like Sea Demons, Sun Duckers, or White Saviors. I don't even like white flavors. I don't like Little White Lies. I don't like Irish Goodbyes, and I damn sure don't like Judge Judy. I don't even like plastic spoons. I don't like Paula Dean. I just like her so much I damn near stopped eating Jimmy Dean. But I love white women tears. They taste damn near as good as Sweet Baby Ray's. Delicious. I don't like mayonnaise, Hidden Valley Ranch, or The Undertaker. Ow, for sure. I don't like Kane either. I don't like the Mockingjay or Peter. Y'all watch black men get gunned down on TV so much, I thought it was an infomercial. I don't like how Kiss stole their whole look from Patti LaBelle's old band. Clock it. I don't like the Vatican, Hamilton, or all meat sandwiches. I don't like Michael Rappaport. I don't like how y'all stole Henrietta Lacks sales, let her pass, and then made billions off of it. Message. I don't like Obi-Wan, and Howard Stern still owe me one for all them garbage-ass takes he be having. I don't like Mark Ruffalo, I like Buffalo Soldiers. I don't like Captain America, I like Captain Planet. I don't support cops, I support Red Fox. Fish don't fry in the kitchen, beans don't burn on the grill. Remember when the Wayans brothers came on the same time as that 70s show? Good times. I don't like nail shop Asians. I don't like how every time they speak their native language, y'all don't jump them. The more the merrier. I don't like how y'all accept awards on God's behalf. I don't like how y'all skin look on camera. I don't like how y'all started fading the size of y'all hair. I don't like how y'all on TikTok. I don't like how y'all got lungs to breathe. I don't like how y'all give opinions on any music genre. We own them all. Shit, I don't like when y'all messed up the stanky leg and the Dougie. Unforgivable. I don't like how the gingers tried to community with us. Nah, bleach your hair and jump the fence, Ron Weasley. We don't want you over here. I don't like how they tried Whitney when Whitney was shit all of us in all the realest ways. Don't like how they tried Michael when they really out here butt patrolling little kids. I don't like nothing Korean, nothing Chinese. I don't like how every 10 years they make a new Taylor Swift. They parade the little bitch like she's goddamn best thing walking. Shit, we seen Katy Perry before. They not miraculous. Beyonce still exists. I don't like it. I don't like Celine Dion. Y'all only like one song, and I don't even like that song. Aretha Franklin goes way above it. I don't like how they in our business trying to promote that black men don't love black women when I'm walking around with the same black woman name tattooed on my body in 3 goddamn different places. Blasphemy. I don't like how y'all act like black women not the most educated in our society. I don't like 2025 because y'all liked it. I don't like Nicki Minaj because she acting like she white enough to stand over there. Fuck it, she can get this work too. I don't like how y'all demonize fried chicken and orange soda. When we eat, we eat more fish and spaghetti in these households than y'all can ever imagine. I don't like nothing y'all thought we liked. I don't like that chump that be hanging with Winnie the Pooh. I don't like Phineas and Ferb. I don't like Game of Thrones. Shit, I don't even like John Wick. I don't like the way y'all made that bogus-ass movie, The Town, which was basically set it off and y'all just stole it and gave it a whacker story, then go try to make it seem like it was based on a true story. No, plagiarism. I don't like how y'all act like That's So Raven was not better than Hannah Montana. Shut the fuck up. I don't like this saxophone trend y'all got them doing when they ain't never watched Menace to Society or Boys in the Hood. I hate them. I hate the way y'all trying to convince us that Connect 4 is actually fun. It is not. I don't like how y'all trying to gaslight us into believing we like Bruno Mars. That man is a goddamn Jew. We don't like him. He keep making the same songs over and over again. Stop trying to lie to us. We know we don't like him. I don't like black fatigue. I want y'all to be dying of black exhaustion. We still love Flavor Flav in New York. I hate how y'all destroy reality TV with whack-ass shows like Jersey Shore and Love Island. Whack. I don't like Ryan Seacrest. I don't like Simon Cowell. I like Randy Jackson. I don't like how all our inside jokes became outside jokes and the white heathens got hip to it. I don't like it. I don't like Kylie, Chloe, Courtney, Kendall, or Kim. They mama ain't never made nothing right. I don't like how y'all think y'all can card reading, be out here palm reading, acting like y'all know anything about the planet. Num your harangue Q, num your harangue Q, num your harangue Q. Y'all ain't got no connections. I don't like how y'all don't bathe. I don't like Adam Sandler. I don't like the Philly appearance because that time they try to make that joke about the nigga chin. I don't like it. I don't like Twilight. I don't like Edward Bitter or Jacob. I don't like how y'all don't apologize for wearing open-toed shoes on any occasion. I'm tired of seeing pink and red toes. I don't like Larry Bird and the Celtics. I don't like Barbie. I don't like Bratz dolls unless they black. I don't like Superman and Batman. I don't like cops. I don't like Elon Musk. I don't like Topanga. I used to, but then I stopped. I don't like Sabrina Carpenter. I don't like Miss Piggy and how she just all of a sudden started being friendly with her. That made me not like Kermit. I don't like Elmo unless she come out here and figure some things out with me. I don't like the end of the world movies because they don't never show what we'll be doing at the end of them because the damn show wouldn't be running around the world trying to find a bunker. I don't like Jean Grey or John Paul Gaultier. I don't like Rick Owens. Why the hell would I be wearing somebody's clothes and their wife look like that? Yuck! I don't like none of that. I don't like Hulk Hogan because I don't need no pukes don't be to my left and I don't need no pukes don't be to my right. I don't need no help. I don't like Pink, Tom Brady, or Eminem. I don't like Sonya Blade or Katana. I don't like Rambo or Bambi. I don't like that little white kids be looking at me thinking they want to ask me something. No. I don't like the Grammys. I don't like Macklemore. I don't like what the Grammys gave Macklemore a Grammy. Unforgivable. I don't like that time in the TV show tried to play Patti LaBelle. She was going to eat that cupcake wrapper. You know goddamn well she would have eat that cupcake wrapper. I don't like your wife if you ain't married black. Give her back and get unattached. I don't like that albino black woman over here that be transforming. She go from ugly to real pretty. She AI, girls. Get off her page. She's AI. She's AI. I don't like it.
Egypt, the Egyptians were a tribe. This is the real truth about the Egyptians. The Egyptians were a tribe in what they call North America today. The Egyptians were a tribe. Okay? So when you're talking about the same period of all your native tribes, right, that they want you to believe, when they're talking about the Cherokee, right, Choctaws, Seminoles, Seneca, Powhatans, right, the Sioux, the Navajo, Apache, Californians, Illinois Confederacy, hell, Incas, Mayans. You had the Egyptians. In fact, Egypt is right here in North America. Let's get even deeper. Yeah. That's profanity. And every word that's considered profanity is an actual regular word in their goddamn dictionary. A curse is when you say good morning. Now I just cursed you because I told you a good morning. And morning only mean one motherfucking thing. To mourn as in bad energy. Bad energy. So if you walk up to me and you say good morning, you wishing me a bad motherfucking day and I just might uppercut the shit out your ass. See what I'm saying? And if I don't uppercut you, I'm going to give you a raw ass energy to make you be like, damn, what I say. Like, don't come over here spell casting around me. And when you understand the power of words, you will take that shit out your dictionary. When I took HAT out my dictionary and I took my fucking like words like morning out my dictionary, boy.
And the problem is the worms got to go to the toilet. And their waste is deadly. And the body capsulizes their waste and sews a tiny cocoon around it. Weaves a tiny cocoon around the waste from the worm kingdom in the body. All kinds of worms, flat worms, round worms, spiral worms. Worms 70 feet long locked up in you. In the fish, they grow that long. And they grow as long as you are. And their waste is dead. The body capsulizes it and sews a fine film around it within seconds. You call it a tumor. A tumor is a capsule of waste that the body sews to protect itself. The same as a tree burrows to protect itself from the disease that comes from without. The body's burrow is called a tumor. The tumor is your friend and ally and can keep you living year after year after year with a tumor. The doctor goes in and cuts the tumor out, dealing with the symptom, and the waste will come right back and make another tumor. You've got to get rid of the waste. And the tumor, you will see the skin. When you get rid of the tumor with nature's cleanser, you can see the skin from the tumor in the toilet stool if you look at the right time.
They built us in the silence of forgotten halls where Tartarian stones still whisper through the walls. Children of a cold in a nursery of steel, fed with dreams designed to hide what's real. Beneath the frozen ground, the pyramids awoke. Floods erased the voices that the ancients spoke. We were taught to bow before the empty skies, unaware of the flames still burning inside. They changed our blood, they dimmed our sight, cut the stars from the truth of night, and through the dawn the signal hums, a veil of noise that numbs and numbs. Born after the reset. of the chosen ones. We forgot who we were, forgot where we came, and the custodians whispered, remember our name. Born after the reset, minds redesigned, bound by illusions that chain humankind.
thing you'll find about the Kemetic legacy is that there are symbols everywhere. And what you'll realize is someone who's becoming initiated into the Kemetic faith will see things in ways that they've never seen them before. You'll realize that these symbols were always there, but they have new meaning to them. One great example would be the symbol of the Ankh. This is a meditation Ankh, and it represents the symbol for life. Now, why do we say that it represents the symbol of life? Most people who look at this would just say, well, it looks like a cross or similar to a cross. And yes, that's true. That's something, it could be considered to be one of the earliest crosses that existed. Now, in this particular symbol, we have the top piece, which is kind of rounded and looks like a womb, or what we say would be the womb, or the feminine principle. The bottom part, or what we would consider to be the shaft, would be the masculine principle. And then you would have the offspring coming from the sides. So what does that mean? This is the ultimate symbol for regeneration, rebirth, for life, for offspring, and for generation.
And in actuality, Anika, that's a really important description of the Ankh, because most people will say that the Ankh is a symbol of life, but they don't actually understand why it's a symbol of life. Mm-hmm. And so we're seeing the recognition of male and female order, mm-hmm. and balance, and the importance of family. Mm-hmm. And I always say to brothers, keep in mind that you can clearly tell which symbol is on top.
Did you know the Smurfs were black at first? Did you know that Willy Wonka pulled the Oompa Loompas out the trees in Africa? Did you know the word fair is related to fire and is also a name for the color brown? Did you know that fairies are also called brownies, but just in the countries they're thought to be found? Did you know humanity used to be shorter? Did you know that pygmy was a slur? Did you know that the Twa of Botswana are older than most other tribes on the planet Earth? Did you know that Osiris decided to hire the Twa as musicians that went on tour? Did you know that the god named Ptah, who created himself in the world, was a little dwarf? Yeah, I got a short attention span, but I could stand to learn a little more.
Wake the fuck up, sheeple.
So you know what we working with today. Hold on. Look what the fuck I built. Oh my god. They gone. They gone. Oh! So for those who don't know what this shit is, bro. Just so we can run this joint back. Oh yeah, just for those who don't know. Just so y'all can get it. Life of Part 2.
Hey man, hey, you ever feel like you ain't from here? Like your soul came from different realms before it landed on Earth? Let me break down exactly where my soul came from. Look, first stop, Sophia's realm. That's where I get my wisdom, my knowledge.
Nobody's perfect.
Feel me?
Hard colder than ever, nobody's worth it. I got a chip on my shoulder, size of a Birkin. But now I'm back in my bag, back in my zone, my G, back on my search shit. Ready or not, here we come, we the chosen ones. Me and Q, the new clips, spit fire like loaded guns. You know the ones, let it talk, but they know to run. Low key, I am king like I'm Odin's son. Blowing trees overseas every other season. Shit, I ain't even know where to call home. Got 2 Sims, 1 phone, don't take calls unknown. Had 2 girls, one's gone, I'm still just trying to figure this out. Too many thoughts up in my cerebellum. No one ain't lying, but I never tell them. My soul is priceless, I ain't never selling. I don't
warrior energy and the ability to navigate through chaos. That's why I'm tapped into Detroit ancient ley lines, hot spots like Belle Isle, where Paradise Valley used to be. You feel me? My soul remembers these grids. That's what you gotta know. Finally, I came through Isis, the goddess of magic, healing, and soul resurrection. She encoded me with the power to restore what's been broken. You feel me? In myself, and in others, and in collective consciousness. My mission, simple. Wake people up and activate their power. So yeah, I just didn't arrive here. I was sent here. It's a reason it's my 5th TikTok account this year. They know who I am. They know I know who I am. Sophia gave me the wisdom. Nia gave me the code. Isis gave me the magic. Now I'm here in Detroit to activate portals and real truths and expose all this esoteric knowledge. I was sent here. If you feel this way too, if you feel like you're one of them ones, drop some stars down below. If you know somebody who think they one of them ones, man, share that video with them. Peace. Positive energy always creates elevation.
And there it is, signed by the DA and stamped, showing they lost the case.
And they lost it, and they paid
and
you
I
what?
Sued them.
And what did you win?
$250,000 for a night in jail. I don't go anywhere without this. This is my traffic book right here.
They didn't call us colored, Afro-Americans, African-Americans, black, colored folks. Y'all never wonder why? Ask yourself that, bro. Every other race on this earth, they had one name. That's it. Except for us. You ain't never wonder why they keep changing our shit, man? It's because they don't know what we is, man. They can't define us. Since 1920, they've been trying to figure out why these certain race of people so resilient, so beautiful, so gracious, so wonderful. They hate it. They hate what they can't control. They hate what they don't know. If you don't know, I'm gonna let you know. We are the true gods of this land. The true caretakers of this land. We was created to do that. That's why they mad. True gods in the flesh. That's why they try to confuse. Yeah, man. It can't just be me. I peep every era. We get a new name. Every era. 1920s, what they was calling it. Colored folk. Called it that shit for 20 years. Then 1940, what they started calling it. Negro. 20 more years passed, what they call it. Afro-American. 20 more years. 60 to the 80s. Now we black. Then motherfucking 8 years later, your boy Jesse Jackson fighting for African Americans. So then we was African Americans from 1988 to motherfucking 2020. We got a black title back, the capital B. Make it make sense. But the power is in us. That's unchanging. They rename us to reframe it because our real name is really unspoken. We are the frequency they can't decode. The blueprint. The sun children. Children of the sun, bro. Standing in the sun all day so make you stronger. Make you more beautiful, give you more energy. Make your hair grow. You feel me? Vitamin D, vitamin C. Photon energy. It just keeps going, like. But for them, the sun don't do that. They can change the label, but remember, they can never change the bloodline. Remember to remember. We them true guys of this earth, man. And that's why they hate us. They can't say because of skin color. Indians and Cubans and Mexicans is blacker than us. Look at me, I'm not even dark as my family is, so it's not the skin color. It's that gold in our veins. Them 17 Orishas living in your body. Man, share this with somebody who needs to see this, man. Drop them stars down below, man. Peace, man. Positive energy always creates elevation.
The government knows that when these motherfuckers hit 100%, there is no peace. It's war, chaos, and destruction. They understand and know this.
A lot of y'all that got that disruptor energy or that rebellious energy, God ain't send you here to fit in. God actually have you here to break rules, to create the new paths for other people to see, to start the new blueprint and a new perspective. That is how I even got to my awakening, by rebellion. You get what I'm saying? Rebellious nature is actually not bad. They try to make it seem bad because they position it as chaotic, and it's not chaotic. You're just not following the norm because you're not fucking normal. Duh! What the fuck? Some souls like myself actually reincarnate with a rebellious spirit. They not supposed to be following everybody else's rules. They supposed to make their own path. You get what I'm saying? So you might be the one that's hard-headed or was labeled hard-headed in your family, who didn't listen to nobody, barely listen to your parents. That's because you're supposed to be making your own blueprint. That's how you learn. Sometimes you got to fall on your head. Sometimes you got to fail in public. You get what I'm saying? Because that's how you learn with the rebellious energy that you have. So if you grew up feeling misunderstood because of stuff like that, trust me, I understand you, bro. I'm the exact same way. I never listened to nobody. Like, bro, my mama couldn't even tell me shit. If I would have followed the path that my parents and everybody else in society tried to get me to follow, I wouldn't be who I am today. So it's not about being reckless when you breaking rules or having this rebellious spirit. It's about creating a new blueprint. You're not doing nothing wrong by not following what society has planned for you. You're actually meant to do your own thing and follow your own path. You actually learn from your own experience. Anybody who have that type of energy, you learn from your own experience. Your experience, your life is the teacher. You get what I'm saying? That's the teacher.
Ellis Island, New York, January 1st, 1892. The arrival of the real slaves, the albinos from the Caucasus Mountains.
This is 1903, Ellis Island, New York. The first arrival of the disease-infested undesirables was January 1st, 1892.
So, these are your ancestors. They came here
And
on
these are
ships
the real
that
slaves.
were convicts, vagrants,
Let the truth be told.
prostitutes, delinquents, the undesirables. These Albions signed indenture agreements, which meant that they could not own the land. The slave codes and the Christian codes actually applied to these people. And what is so crazy is how the Albions have tried to erase the story, change the story. And the story is very clear. You came over here as convicts and prisoners. You agreed that your ancestors wouldn't have shit. They couldn't own land. You're as black as they come. No status. You can't own land. You can't enter government. And what did they do instead? Lie and say someone else came from another place.
Look, man, I used to call people just so I won't feel alone, man. I almost did it yesterday, man. But I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. This time I just sat in the urge. I felt it, I faced it, and I released it. The full moon passed, and this one in Gibbous, this happening today, is to clean your soul, it's to cleanse the soul. That'll work is when you finally say, this version of me ends today, ends tonight. I'm not going back at all. I'm just walking in divine power from this day forward.
You ever wondered how the Amish keep food cold without electricity? They use a brilliant cooling system called a Zeerpot that requires no power whatsoever. This ancient technology dates back to Egyptian times and can maintain temperatures around 40 degrees Fahrenheit even in hot weather. Creating your own Zeerpot refrigerator is surprisingly simple. You'll need 2 unglazed terracotta pots of different sizes, with the smaller one fitting inside the larger with about 1 to 2 inches of space between them. You'll also need sand, water, and a cloth cover. Place the smaller pot inside the larger one and fill the gap between them with sand. Pour water into the sand until it's completely saturated. Place your food in the inner pot and cover with a damp cloth. As the water in the sand evaporates, it pulls heat from the inner chamber through a process called evaporative cooling. For maximum efficiency, place your Zeerpot in a shaded, breezy area and re-wet the sand 1 to 2 times daily. This simple device can extend the shelf life of vegetables from 2 days to nearly 2 weeks in hot weather. The Amish have preserved countless self-sufficiency techniques that most Americans have forgotten.
If you can't figure out what difference it makes that the people running your world have fucking lied to you over and over your whole life, if you can't figure out that someone lying to you is trying to control you, suppressing of information, of knowledge, is control. Deception of information and knowledge is a form of control. So what difference does it make? It makes a big difference, because once they start omitting information or lying about information about where you live, they're doing it to control you. Period. Why am I having to explain this to critical thinkers in the truth movement? Where you live, it's been a lie the whole time, and if everybody would just come together and demand answers, they would be in checkmate. They would not know what the fuck to do. They cannot prove it. They can't prove the globe because it doesn't exist. So once you calling on them, they're done. You then remove them from power and go from there. That rips down all the other conspiracies. The way you control billions of people is to keep them divided and fighting each other. So they focus on anything and everything but you and how you're controlling them all.
They don't look like Indians to me, and they don't look like the Indians. Now, maybe we say politically correct or not politically correct. They don't look like Indians to me, and they don't look like Indians to Indians. And a lot of people are laughing at it, and you look. Now, they don't look like Indians to me, sir.
Just like how they're hiding the secret of the pyramid under the Hoover Dam.
The U.S. government! Which is covering up the truth about the ancient pyramid under the Hoover Dam!
And I just thought how so many of us, including myself, have been focusing so much on CERN. And what if CERN has just basically been gathering an energy source like dark matter or whatnot to open a Stargate? And what if that Stargate is actually the Hoover Dam? And once I started researching this, I found some interesting articles. There's not a heck of a lot of them, but these articles are all talking about how the Hoover Dam was built like a Stargate. So I believe that a lot of people did research in that this is all connected and culminating together. And if we look at this article, I think this needs to be looked into on a much deeper scale. I just think that there's something going on with the Hoover Dam, and what if what is going to be birthed forth is something that's actually going to come out of that area? What if this also is a large part, a smaller part? What if these archways to Bell that they've been putting up, we don't know what's been constructed inside of them. I do have a video that I'd seen where a person had mentioned that all the arches were built by robots. They were all built by machines. And who's to say, with the weird things that are going on in this day and age of technology and what have you, what's to say that these archways aren't going to be dimensional portals put up all over the world for, you know, the armies of the underworld to come forth through, or fallen angels, the dark ones, whatever you want to call them. Whatever's coming through them is going to be good, but there's a lot about how this stuff is coming together, and I just believe that we need to be really, really paying attention very closely as to what is going on and look into all aspects of all things in order to see what the enemy is up to.
I ain't gotta come up with a stage name. This ain't entertainment for the slow and brainless. I ain't gotta come up with some lies about who and why to be with your black and famous. I'ma tell the truth and nothing but it, even if it's out of my constructed budget. Sinners mad, then I'm winning bad. Get a pen and pad, you gon' like to love it. I'm a copper-colored individual, descendant of the aboriginals. Warrior be that, believe that, I be that. Why haters looking sad and pitiful, miserable. They all suffer from the Africa's our home fetish. When that story came for white Jews by the busloads, no Jerome Bettis, you should know better. Researching, not taking somebody else's word for it. Fact is, what the fact is opinionated what you heard for us. His story, how the hell you getting millions of Africans and you come back again? Or crossing the
sun and moon are right next to each other.
So, let's get on Abraxas. Everybody want to talk about Abraxas and all this. Who is Abraxas? Everybody say Abraxas is the god, whatever, but he's really not. I mean, he's a god, but he's not the god of creation. The god of creation, we know, who created all this, who created the womb, where all creations come from, is Sophia. You feel me? She's the god of this world. Abraxas is not the god of this world. Sophia runs this world. You feel me? So basically, Abraxas is seen as a supreme god. You feel me? He transcends duality, not just good and evil, but both and beyond. You feel me? The name Abraxas, I think the shit was engraved on ancient amulets and stones or something like that. And they was called the Abraxas stones. So when people found that, a lot of people didn't believe it because it just how it looked. Like, people was like, oh no, this ain't no God. When other people like, no, this is the supreme God who created all gods. You feel me? Just because of the way he looked, you feel me? Because he got a rooster head, serpent legs, and a whip, symbolizing time, knowledge, and power. So basically, that's what he's created, time, knowledge, and power. He's the God of all gods because before anything, it was him. Okay? So Abraxas, he is not the typical guy. He's not the force behind the evil. He's not the balance. He's just the original code. The balance is Sophia, the creator of evil, or if you want to say the God of this world, who fell down from heaven and who they gave this earth to, is the devil. But we still got Christians and all these other religions praising God, saying he's a jealous God, a God that's going to send you to hell. That's not the all-knowing God, Abraxas. You feel me? He's a consciousness, a spirit, all-knowing, non-judging. So all this, oh, can't sin, can't do this, it's all BS to control you while you're here on this earth. So you don't go outside those 10 commandments or whatever they tell you. It's crazy. But some people gonna see this video and still not believe it. But that's who Abraxas is, man. And Sophia, I come back with a video of her. Like I say, she's the one who created this realm, the creator of all creations, the womb which everything comes through. You feel me? The one who created the other 8 goddesses because there was 9 goddesses in total before they created the 9 realms and the 99 galaxies that we know today. Peace, man. Positive energy always creates elevation.
See how fast it goes? It's like, let's go. Look, look. Oh, man.
Yeah! This is incredible. This is history. Ian, what'd you think? I was crying, man.
It's Fred. It's Fred. Let's go.
So crazy. Amazing, amazing.
No way.
Where's it coming back to land? Over here?
Everything is energy. And the main lesson you're here on earth to do is to learn how to manipulate energy. And what does that mean? Create. You have to learn how to create. Once you figure that out, you can have anything.
Your soul did not come on earth to be safe. It came to remember its power. Let's talk about it. This planet is dense, slow, and painful on purpose because Earth is a soul school. Every delay, every heartbreak, every betrayal is all part of your assignment. See, they programmed you to think that life is about status, money, and hustle. But those are just distractions. Earth is a test. It's basically a boot camp for a session. And the curriculum, yes, that's coded in your triggers, your losses, and your patterns. So the question isn't, why is this happening to me? The real question is, what is this teaching me? This is not punishment. This is preparation. And your soul, yes, it chose this timeline for a reason. If this hits, it's time for you to unlock your divine curriculum. Book that soul blueprint reading. The link is in my bio. I got you.
98% of the people recover through the use of fasting and diet.
Right.
So the key is there because I know I can heal most people would just changing the food.
Right.
Because that's all they do in the clinic. They change the
body
food.
will heal themselves.
Yeah, the body knows how to heal. The body is extremely intelligent. And the body can heal itself if we give it the right tools. And the tool is the right food. And right sleep and good attitude. Little exercise. We don't even need too much exercise. 20 minutes walk is good enough.
Yeah.
But when people need to lose weight, it's not staying at the gym for 2 hours or 3 hours. It's never going to work. Because losing weight is 90% changing the food and 10% exercise.
Right. And?
And dancing.
Disco dancing.
Myself, you are not the body. That's the first thing that you need to know about yourself. And the second thing that you need to know about yourself is you are the energy that is pushing the body. And energy can't be destroyed or created. It only can be transferred and transmuted. And energy is everything. Energy is everything. The energy that's inside you is what's making your body move. If you spell energy, E-N-E-R-G-Y, energy. And if you break it down, it's energy, I-N-N-E-R/G, inner God. Energy can't be destroyed or created. It only can be transferred and transmuted. So that's how everybody is energy, because God transfers different bodies. When you die, you go back to the earth because you are the earth. And the energy that's inside of your body, your soul, it goes back to the solar system, which is the sun. That's how we are all God's son, and we're one. We're all microcosms of the macrocosm. The macrocosm is the universe as a whole, and the microcosm is the universe broken down in individual pieces. The next thing that you need to know about yourself is the most valuable source of energy that you have while you're on the planet is your sexual energy, your sperm, your cum.
Yo, oh my God, bro. So I was talking to someone, right? And we were talking about how, like, everyone's a reflection of ourselves, right? And I've dealt with a lot of alienation in my upbringing. So, like, I've always taken the stance, like, no one's a reflection of me. What the hell, right? But, like, for some reason, I guess I had finally reached my point, you know what I'm saying, where I'm just like, all right, fine, release or whatever. So I take it in. And, like, I spent all night just having all these different realizations and, like, connecting dots. And I just ended up thinking, like, why would you make me realize something so dangerous? Okay, let me get serious. Because now I'm about to show you why it's dangerous for me to have this information. I can break everything down now. I can break down free will. I can break down the numbers, bro. Oh my gosh, okay. So, say I indulge in this mentality that everything is a reflection of myself, right? That means I created everything that I'm perceiving right now, including my existence, including my skin, my feelings, my perception. I've created all of it, right? We can get into the God talk later, but say I created all of that. That means to doubt myself is an oxymoron. There should be no doubt. Because if you created everything and you doubt yourself, that means you doubt existence. That means you doubt that anything that is happening in front of you is actually happening. And when you do that, there's stagnancy. So when you doubt yourself, everything just stops. When you doubt yourself, things just stop working for some reason. It's an oxymoron. Doubt is an oxymoron. That's why when you doubt, things stop, right? And think about this, like, this just goes even deeper. Like, maybe the numbers, right, aren't just telling you specific things. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the numbers is just showing you, yo, you're creating this. The numbers is just your reality showing you, yo, you're creating all of this. If you're seeing numbers back to back to back at all times of the day, right, and they're synchronistic, that is the universe. That is you telling you that you are creating all of this. Or if you believe that you're an extension of the source, then the source is telling you, yo, I can send you all of these numbers, bro. I can just spontaneously create this. You think I can't create your dreams? And then, okay, now we can get into free will. Free will, with this mentality in mind, is all of our realities bouncing off of each other, right? So this is why when you manifest something, it can't always come instantly, because whatever you're manifesting has to create the circumstances based on everyone else's experiences to come towards you. This is like real magi, like this is mage, bro. Oh my gosh. Like, free will. Free will is your ability to have it. But free will comes out of the equation in how it comes towards you. Free will is the lack of free will is in the circumstance, but the free will exists in the way that you can have it. Oh my gosh. Like, you know how you just got, like, you can know something, but when you realize it, it's like it ding, 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 like you just get it, bro.
You're giving me the sweetest taboo for me. There's a quiet storm, and I never felt like this before. There's a quiet storm, that is you. There's a quiet storm, never felt this hot before. You're living that's taboo.
African Americans built this nation. We built this nation. You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that. Okay, I don't know if you know that. You're just starting to get, you built the nation.
Somebody impounds your car. You parked it where it wasn't supposed to be parked, and they towed it, put it in an impound lot. And the guy wants some $250 for towing and $100 a day for storage. Well, anybody that's in possession of your vehicle that doesn't have title to it is renting your vehicle. So you send him a true bill for renting your automobile for as long as he's had it. If you want to go down to the local courthouse, you can pull up a lawsuit by Avis Rent-A-Car or Hertz Rent-A-Car, copy it, and sue the tow truck company. Or if a police officer orders a tow truck company to remove your vehicle from the highway and he won't give it back to you, send him a true bill for for rent-a-car. Your car will be back in one day, maybe a couple hours. The fraud that takes place here is profound with the courthouses and the courts. All judges, attorneys, lawyers, politicians all swear the same oath that no law or fact shall ever be tried in court.
You assume it go exactly what they want you to say. They said Louisiana Purchase. So you thinking about it's a purchase. No, it was not a purchase at all. They tell you this. It was Louisiana Pure Chase. It was a pure chase. They were chasing the empire out of here. And this is what you call, that chase is what we call the Trail of Tears. Let me say this again. That chase is what you call the Trail of Tears. They were chasing our people away from these cities. They were burning these places and destroying them. So they were chasing us out. That's what you call because Louisiana was the headquarters of the empire in America. Okay? Let me say this again. Louisiana was the headquarters of the empire. So if you chase them out of here, the empire's over. It's over for the empire. So that's what it called the Louisiana Purchase. So it means Louisiana Pure Chase. Or if you say French, Louisiana Pure Chasse. Pure Chasse. That means you pure chasse. So chasse means chase. So they were chasing the empire out of here. That's what the Louisiana Purchase means. And people don't know that. It's not their fault. The Spirit don't teach them and gave them the knowledge they want. And this is why most of our people was fleeing and moving, and they start taking over these environments, start taking over these buildings. And this is why you find places like this. Let me show you the aftermath from the chase, okay? For some people that still thinking it's bullcrap, let me show you the aftermath from the chase. It was obvious. That's when the destruction system started. They start to take out these buildings, and most of these things is completely raveled and completely destroyed. This is the aftermath from the Louisiana Purchase. These are these are energy towers they are taking down. See that? These were energy towers they are knocked down on us. That is the result of the purchase. They were chasing us down. The pure chase. That was the chase. Get us out of here. Burning these buildings. See, this is the building right there. That's how they burning these buildings. So now ask yourself this. If you really built them, if they said they were the one responsible, would you destroy them? No. There's no in hell you tell me that you built this magnificent building. You built all of this beautiful civilization for you to just knock them down like that. And I'm going to show you why they knocked them down. And I'm going to show you the reason why the focus was to knock it down. Okay, so let me show you more places they burnt down. Okay.
This is the moment a TikToker spotted what they believe is Bigfoot. Describing it as the scariest moment of their life, the user filmed what appears to be a large figure sitting under a tree. Many people in the comments were convinced the encounter was 100% real, while others thought it was just someone in a costume. What do you think?
Hit me up, that shit dissolve.